Are you worried about what would happen if it never stopped raining? Imagine a world where every single day, every single hour, the sky opens up and lets down a constant drizzle, a steady shower, or even a biblical torrent. It's a fascinating thought experiment, isn't it? Science allows us to explore these big what-if questions. A year of non-stop rain would be more than just a bit gloomy. It would fundamentally reshape our planet and challenge every living thing on it. The constant drumming on the rooftops would become the soundtrack to a new, wetter existence. We would have to rethink everything we know about our daily lives, from the ground beneath our feet to the sky above our heads. It's a scenario that pushes the boundaries of nature and human endurance to their absolute limits. The first and most obvious consequence would be the water. So much water. Rivers, which are our planet's great drainage systems, would swell almost immediately. They would quickly overspill their banks, transforming from gentle waterways into raging, muddy torrents. These newly formed mega-rivers would carve new paths through the landscape, swallowing fields, roads, and entire villages. The familiar geography of our world would begin to blur, erased by the relentless advance of floodwater. The sheer volume of water would be staggering, a constant pressure on every natural and man-made structure. Think about it. The water cycle would be on overdrive, with evaporation struggling to keep pace with the endless precipitation, leading to a world saturated to its very core. This incredible volume of fresh water pouring into the sea would have a profound effect on our oceans. The top layer of the ocean would become significantly less salty, a process known as freshening. This might sound minor, but it's a huge deal for marine ecosystems. Many sea creatures, from tiny plankton to giant whales, are exquisitely adapted to a specific level of salinity. A sudden change could be catastrophic for them, disrupting food chains at their very foundation. Furthermore, this layer of lighter, fresher water on the surface could interfere with ocean currents, which are vital for regulating the Earth's climate. The engine of our global weather system could begin to splutter and change in unpredictable ways. Back on land, the soil would reach its saturation point within days. Think of a sponge that's been left under a running tap. Eventually, it just can't hold any more water. Once the ground is completely waterlogged, every additional drop of rain has nowhere to go but to run off the surface. This creates massive, widespread flooding on a scale we have never witnessed before. Low-lying areas and coastal plains would be the first to disappear, becoming permanent shallow lakes. The very foundations of our civilization are built on the assumption of solid ground. But in this scenario, the ground would become a soft, unstable, and treacherous soup, unable to support the world we have built upon it. In our cities, life would grind to a halt and then be forced to reinvent itself. Transport would be the first system to collapse. Underground tube lines would flood within hours, becoming useless, submerged tunnels. Roads would transform into canals, making conventional cars and buses completely obsolete. People would have to get creative, wouldn't they? We'd likely see a surge in the use of boats, kayaks, and perhaps even newly invented personal amphibious vehicles. Getting from your home to the local shop would become a genuine expedition, requiring waterproof gear and a vessel to navigate the new urban waterways. The familiar cityscape would look entirely alien, with traffic lights blinking uselessly over murky water and street signs poking out at odd angles. The buildings we live and work in are not designed for a year-long siege by water. The constant dampness would seep into everything. Mold, a type of fungus, would become a rampant problem, growing on walls, clothes, and books, posing a serious health risk to everyone. The foundations of skyscrapers and houses would be constantly waterlogged, weakening them over time and increasing the risk of structural collapse. Electricity and water would become a dangerous combination. Power grids would face constant short circuits and failures, plunging entire cities into darkness. Just imagine a world without reliable power, where a simple thing like turning on a light or charging a phone becomes an impossible luxury. Daily routines would be completely upended. Gone would be picnics in the park or a simple walk to school. Life would move indoors or upwards. People living in high-rise flats might find themselves relatively safe from the floods below, but they would be isolated, like living on a clifftop island. Communities might form within these vertical villages, with residents sharing resources and creating new social structures. Getting food and supplies would be a major challenge, likely involving drones or daring boat journeys. The constant gray sky and lack of sunlight would also have a significant psychological impact, leading to widespread vitamin D deficiency and affecting people's mental well-being in profound ways. The economy of the city would be shattered. Shops would be flooded, businesses unable to operate, and supply chains completely broken. How do you deliver goods when the motorways are underwater? How do you run a restaurant when your kitchen is submerged? We would have to develop a new kind of economy, perhaps based on local production in protected, elevated spaces. Indoor vertical farming would become essential for survival, growing food in controlled environments safe from the endless rain. The very idea of a bustling city center would vanish, replaced by a decentralized network of self-sufficient, waterproofed communities trying to survive in a drowned world. Out in the countryside, the impact on farming would be immediate and devastating. The world's food supply is incredibly dependent on predictable weather patterns, with the right amount of sun and rain. A year of nonstop rain would drown almost all traditional crops. Wheat, corn, and rice fields would become muddy swamps, the plants rotting in the waterlogged soil before they could ever be harvested. This would trigger a global food crisis on an unprecedented scale. The breadbaskets of the world would fail, leading to widespread famine. The delicate balance that allows us to feed billions of people would be completely broken, forcing us to find alternative food sources very, very quickly. Forests and wild plants would also face an existential struggle. While trees need water, too much of a good thing can be deadly. The saturated soil would cut off the oxygen supply to their roots, effectively suffocating them from below. This root rot would cause even the mightiest trees to weaken and eventually topple over. The lack of sunlight, blocked by perpetual cloud cover, would also halt photosynthesis, the process by which plants create energy. The world's green landscapes would slowly turn brown and gray as forests died off. This would release enormous amounts of carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere, potentially creating further unpredictable changes to our climate. The rivers and oceans, already transformed by the immense runoff, would see their ecosystems collapse. Freshwater fish might thrive initially in the expanded rivers, but the water would be so full of silt and pollution washed from the land that it would become uninhabitable for many. In the oceans, the death of plankton due to the freshening of the surface water would have a catastrophic domino effect. Plankton are the foundation of the marine food web. Without them, the fish that eat them would starve, followed by the larger predators that eat those fish. The oceans, teeming with life, would become vast, silent graveyards. Landslides would become a constant and terrifying threat. Hillsides and mountains completely saturated with water would lose their stability. The soil and rock, no longer held firmly in place, would give way in massive, flowing rivers of mud. These landslides would bury everything in their path: homes, roads, and entire forests. Mountainous regions would become no-go zones, their landscapes continually and violently reshaped by the relentless power of moving earth and water. The very shape of our continents would be altered by this massive, year-long erosion event, sculpting new valleys and cliffs where none existed before. Faced with such a global catastrophe, human ingenuity would be our greatest hope. Science! We would have to innovate at a speed never seen before. Architects and engineers would work around the clock to design flood-proof housing and infrastructure. We might see the rise of amphibious homes that can float on the water's surface, or entire communities built on massive, elevated platforms high above the floodplains. Transportation would be revolutionized, with a focus on watercraft, high-speed elevated rail networks, and advanced drone delivery systems to move people and goods. We would have to build a new world on top of the old, drowned one. Our entire approach to energy would need a radical rethink. With sunlight being a rare commodity, solar power would become largely ineffective. Hydroelectric dams would be overwhelmed and at risk of catastrophic failure. We would likely turn to other sources. Geothermal energy, tapping into the Earth's natural heat, would be a reliable option. Nuclear power stations, if they could be adequately protected from the flooding, would provide a consistent and powerful source of electricity. We might even develop new technologies to harness the kinetic energy of the endless rainfall itself, turning the very cause of our problems into a part of the solution. Food production would be forced indoors. Gigantic multi-story vertical farms would become the new centers of agriculture. Using hydroponics and artificial lighting, we could grow crops in controlled environments, safe from the rain and floods. Fungi like mushrooms, which thrive in damp, dark conditions, would likely become a staple food source. We might also turn to farming insects or algae, which are highly efficient sources of protein and can be cultivated in contained systems. Our diets would change dramatically, shaped by the practicalities of what we could produce in this new, wet world. The days of vast open fields of a single crop would be a distant memory. Ultimately, a year of rain would change humanity forever. It would be a story of incredible loss, but also one of remarkable adaptation and resilience. We would learn harsh lessons about our dependence on a stable climate and be forced to develop a deeper respect for the power of nature. When the rain finally stopped, we would emerge into a world with a transformed landscape and a changed climate. The question for the future would be a curious one. Having built a civilization that could survive a year of rain, would we ever be able to go back to the way things were? Or would we continue to live in our elevated cities, forever prepared for the next